Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 3 as Italy. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So 2 points of order before we start today. One is that I have changed the Italian flag. Someone in the comments mentioned that it still had the symbol of the House of Savoy. Obviously, House of Savoy is not actually in charge of Italy. It's the House of Sicily. I don't actually know exactly what their title is. The Bourbon della Sicily. Definitely, it's a mouthful, but they're the ones that are currently in power right now. So we've changed that flag, and actually, this also works in the other Germany series as well, because apparently two Sicilies unified both, so I don't even need to change this when we switch theories. That's nice, helpful for me. Point of order number 2 is that I did install a new mod, which is the compact state mod, which just condenses a lot of information about states, just right down in here, which is very nice. So we get to see all this information. We can actually build factories right off of this menu. So if you go to, like, Anthnwam, for example, right? They have a bonus to agricultural throughput. And instead of having to, click on a state, look at their throughput, go into the buildings tab, go into rural, and then change, I guess we have to click this button and then build buildings in Anthnwam. We can just click straight here and we can just do it right through this menu. Again, assuming that wheat is agriculture. I've been looking. I don't know how to tell exactly what's considered agriculture. It doesn't really say. I mean, taxes paid, grains, arable lands, throughput total, capped at 20%. So you're 4%. So, like, is wheat not agriculture? You would think so, but I don't actually know. But, while we're here, livestock ranches, they got a little symbol. Like, do you get the throughput bonus? I mean, you're making good money, so you know what? Let's just upgrade you by 2. Hell yeah. Another thing I want to do before we get started is construction. Because we're making 69,000 pounds, we can definitely upgrade the construction sector. And I'm kind of thinking we can probably do more and more construction sectors in the country. Now that we've unified the entire... We've unified all of Italy, except for the areas that are currently owned by the Austrians, but let's just ignore that for the time being. But now that we've kind of unified all of this land... Why is Austria fighting the... Why are the Dutch fighting Austrians down here? I mean, I know Austria was still at war with Scandinavia and the Dutch because of their revolt. Also, fun fact, the capital Austria is now in Gessenfahrer, in the middle of Hungary. Like, are you... You're primarily still self-German, but your capital is Hungary. You know what? I'm not even going to question it. Austria, you do you, man. You do you. Yeah, we're making like cash hand over fist right now. So, like, who has a lot of... Is it, like, being zoomed in? Like, being zoomed in right now, actually, a lot of frame rate issues. I'm not really too sure. But let's just zoom out a little bit. I'm guessing it's something on, like, the train map mode that's, It's actually, it's specifically this level. If we zoom in, frame rate's fixed. If we zoom out, frame rate's fixed. So whatever this level is, there's something rendering here. Is it the shadows? It might be the shadows. Which is a little strange. Graphics. Shadow quality. Just turn off shadows. I mean, but is this shadows like Fog of War, which is different? Either way, we'll just not spend any time on that level of zoom. We can go further in or we can go further out. Yeah, it's like whatever causes the Fog of War. The Fog of War causes the frame rate to dip. I don't know why. Maybe I'll have to find a way to turn that off. But regardless, we're making a lot of money. Who has a lot of peasants? 120,000, 9.2 thousand. We got a lot of them up here in Piedmont. So this actually probably makes sense for us to build up some constructions here. We literally have no construction sector. You know what? I'm going to throw you straight to level 10. And then we're going to throw all of this top of the list. Because again, construction sector builds pretty fast. Like, how expensive are they? Yeah, they're only 50, whereas most things I think are like 450. So we can build 9 construction sectors in the same amount of time it takes to build a single building. Hopefully that's not going to cost us too much money. I don't think it will. Oh, we got a Turkish uprising. And I'm assuming they are at war against Egypt. Okay, so the Turkish that are under Egyptian control decide to rise up. Will they join? Like, what's the casus belli here? Crush the succession, revoke Egyptian claims. Do you end up joining up with the Ottomans, though? I mean, you don't have a lot of army, so I'm not expecting the Turkish uprising to last too long. That's my best guess, at least. Also, we can go back up to speed 5. Now that I figured out what the frame rate issue, being on, like, very specific levels of zoom. I don't know why that changes so much. Secret societies. Clandestine groups of academics in Piedmont are plotting against the state to advance the misguided cause of the intelligentsia. I mean, I know the intelligentsia aren't in government. They got a lot of sway. You don't get more political strength. Why not? They are powerful, right? Yes, we actually get a lot of migration attraction. I'm very, very happy to have that. Well, actually, am I very happy to have that? I'm not upset about having. So I think that not being upset and being happy are basically the same thing. Expensive government goods. Right now, we need fabric. Expensive military goods, artillery. We don't have enough taxation capacity in Piedmont, but we can get that fixed. We actually need a lot of market access. A lot of the north does not have enough, doesn't have enough, not industry. They don't have enough, infrastructure. So which states are actually having those issues? Savoy, Emilia, Tuscany, and Umbria. So we got Emilia, Savoy, Tuscany, and Umbria. So these are the 4 states. We actually probably can get rid of another, let's just get rid of these things. We'll get rid of you. Road maintenance, we'll go back to Umbria. That should make this... Yeah, market access now improves in 2 states. So we're probably going to need to build infrastructure in these areas very soon. Okay, I know this sounds silly, but like, how do I actually build infrastructure? I don't remember exactly what you need coal. Shortage of coal, okay. Who actually has coal mines? I'm not too sure. But anyway, yeah, you don't have enough infrastructure. We improve infrastructure via, I think, railroads. 10 from cargo port, 25% from road maintenance, 60 plus from POPs. Base value of 3. Coastal states gives an extra 2. Again, I'm pretty sure building railroads. I guess buildings actually are in here too. I guess you could have just done it in this menu. Do you have chemical plants, power plants, synthetic plants? Yeah, railroads do fight infrastructure. So we need a railroad in Tuscany and Emilia. So build 1 in Tuscany, and I believe you're Emilia? Yes. So let's build those railroads here. We'll get that on its way. And again, we're spending a lot of money on construction, but I'm more than okay with that. So we need Emilia up. We need Tuscany up here as well. Do I need this much railroads? I think this might be going a bit too far, because I know we need it for transportation purposes. But I think you might be going a bit too far on this. Construction sector, again, you're all looking good. 125 is much better than where we were previously. And again, we have the cash to handle it, so, like, why not? Anything we can change here? We get shipyards are split, and I'm okay with that. And I think everything else, for the most part, is pretty good as well. Bone China. Yeah, I think you guys, for now, can basically do what you want. We're not going to mess around with you too much. I think we do want to start getting some more industry stuff soon as well. Yeah, we don't need this. This is maybe too many railroads. Yeah, so get the one in Tuscany, Emilia. It'll give us plus 15 infrastructure, which I think should be enough for both states to have complete market access. At least if I'm not mistaken. 100,000 on construction goods. I understand that it's very expensive, but I'm completely a-okay with that, at least for right now. We are making a ton of money. This still works out. Fabric and wood. And then we also needed coal. I know a lot of places were having coal shortages as well. Do we have coal mines? Negative 15 infrastructure. You get a negative 15% and then a plus 15. Things actually build slowly in these areas up here. You've got good infrastructure, port level, max port, max level, shipyards. So actually, you want to build shipyards in Provence. But I'm worried that France might end up wanting to stake a claim here. Because France, I mean, historically, these two provinces were giving to the French. And I don't know if that's going to happen here. Do any of the other states have any traits? No, I know that you have a trait to agriculture. You have a trait to sulfur production. Remove you. We have level 10 barracks. Level 5 port. Gonna take you down to 0. You should have a sulfur mine, right? You're at 15. And how big is that bonus? 20%. Get it go straight up to level 30. We'll have that go. You guys are being built quite nicely. We are having issues with bureaucracy. Law enforcement, education, colonial affairs. Well, again, do we need it going all the way up to here? I mean, we don't even have that. I mean, okay, descent is going up, but it's not going up that much. You know, just cancel this. We'll stick at level 2, at least for the time being. Education, I still think, is where I want it to be. What do we want to research? We could go cannery, just because it'd be really quick to research. You are maximum cash reserves, lease some mutual funds. Public trading, I know, is usually pretty good. You know what? Give me central banking. Allow me to print some more money, and that's always nice. Newspaper offer support. The editor of the Italian Daily has come forward and offered to support the property women law if we help out with some funding. How much funding? For 2 years, £9,000. Thing is, if we do this, it immediately goes to 0%. So, like, hey, guess what, women? Unfortunately, there's no chance of this law passing, so women get no rights in the country, at least right now. And I don't know if there's anything we can really... Like, is there anything that's actually popular right now? Racial segregation. Autocracy. Again, we cannot change that until at least 36 when we get our bonus. Or we get our event, which I'm assuming is going to be good, but I don't actually know if it will or not. Dedicated police force, healthcare. You know what? Private insurance. Nobody hates private insurance. And we get people that like it, so this works out, I think, pretty well for us. Okay, we got screw frigates, lease ironclads, unlocks reinforced wooden ships for shipyards. I'm assuming that's good, right? For our shipyards. Right now we're making wooden ships. Yes, reinforced wooden ships. Subsidize all these buildings for now. Better ships are always nice. Yeah, I think we do want to upgrade our universities. The upgrade the universities will get a little bit more, well, I'm assuming we're going to get more innovation out of it. And more innovation means that we get technology faster. So that sounds pretty good to me. Okay, construction is going very, very nicely. Oh, did the Turkish win? They did! Wow, okay. And the Ottoman Empire actually got their territory back. I don't think the capital is going to move back over to Burstra. I mean, I know we can change the capital, right? Like, if you go into... It's one of these. Establish colony. Actually, can we establish colony anywhere? You can establish another one down in Nama, but I don't think we want to do that quite yet. I'm pretty sure there is a change capital. Yes. 25% taxation capacity. You're already our capital state. Well, right now, like, what makes us the most money? You're 18% of the GDP. Rome is... I like how Rome is basically kind of worthless. 16%, 6%. I mean, it should be in the outlier. Not in map list. Cultures, technology, diplomacy. Yeah, states. Not by wages. Oh, who has the highest wages? Calabria? Well, I mean, changing it to Rome would make sense in a, for a symbolic standpoint. You're just, like, you're by far the biggest state in the country. I mean, Florence is close to being up there, but it's just not quite at the same level. And why would I move it over to Tuscany? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we do also need to upgrade our arms factories as well. I mean, we could try to make Rome less shit. I mean, they got basically nothing. Why is Rome so bad? I guess because it's owned by the Pope. Steel mills, munition plants. No, we need arms industries, right? That'll make us artillery. We're going to go with you. Alt-click will put you straight to the top of the list. Migration traction's pretty low. So nobody wants to move to Rome. Everybody wants to move to Naples. Because Naples is pretty fucking cool. We love Naples. And I think we should... Nothing really to export. Trade routes. I don't know if there's a way that I can quickly... I'm going to actually cancel all my trade routes for now. Because now that we've actually formed Italy, these might not be what we're looking for. And we want to get rid of all the ones that we're actually importing. Exports, I don't think we can do anything about that because we're under free trade. I'm sure this will very quickly bankrupt the economy. Get rid of you. Get rid of our trade routes. So you got 2-1. Cancel these two. Cancel these ones. It's a little awkward kind of moving away through this. Do we have any more trade routes that are ours? Exporting. I mean, imports are usually the ones that I actually set. So let's just stop importing everything for a second. We'll see how that kind of switches things up for us. Yeah, but now we don't need convoys to trade with France. I think it was broken a little bit because we formed Italy. The game didn't realize that, hey, you actually have a land border now with France. So we're just going to give that a few days. High tensions, expensive military goods. Right now it's men of war. Iron, wood, paper, and tool. And again, we could make... We're now losing 70,000 pounds. Okay, so we do want to fix this. But I think we'll fix that next episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthnwam. If you enjoyed, run thumbs up. Not doing, close them down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.